Okay, I'm back again. Today we're doing Cain and Abel. I have the laptop on the Blue Letter Bible on Genesis chapter 4 on the internet, as you can see. And that's the chapter. That's also the main chapter in the video. Let's see. Yeah, the name of this video is Cain and Abel, video number 44. Genesis chapter 4 is what we're gonna do today. Alright, I don't know how much of me you can see right now. Let me put it right there. Okay, and gotta make this snappy. Okay, Genesis chapter 4. This is after the fall. They have sinned against God. Adam and Eve have sinned against God, and that's the fall of man. They got kicked out of the Garden of Eden. This is kind of like a sequel to my last video. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. Remember the story correctly, Cain killed Abel because of jealousy. And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering to the Lord, and Abel, he also brought the firstlings. He also brought the firstlings of his flock, and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel, and to his offering. Unto Cain, and to his offering, he had not respect, and Cain was very wroth, and his contentedness fell, or how you pronounce that. And the Lord said to Cain, Why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? If thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother, and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? Let's see, 4 minutes. And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood cries unto me from the ground. And now art thou cast from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. And this is kind of a story of jealousy. Cain was jealous of Abel because you know what jealousy is. Because God had respect for Abel's offering, but not Cain's offering. Now, why is that, do you think? woman. Now, why do you think that is? Do you think that Cain's heart wasn't truly in it for God when he sacrificed, and that Abel's was? An offering means nothing if it means nothing without faith. I mean, if you go in there and donate and get church, you put money in the offering, and you had no faith, and your heart wasn't completely in it, the chances are, God's not going to respect that. When you give an offering, that you have to have faith. I think that's the moral of the story. Abel gave a offering to God, his first fruits, and that's, this might be the origin of tithing or something like that. I don't know. And Cain, he could have just, he could have just had his entire heart in it in his offering and everything he sacrificed. He could have, but he didn't. He was jealous. Case of jealousy and the kind of sibling rivalry. I don't guess it was a sibling rivalry. I mean, maybe only one of them was jealous of the other, but I don't know about the other one. And this might have been the origin of, say, whether my brother's keeper or something like that. I don't know. Actually, I never heard anybody say that. And I don't know, I think I've seen a documentary about the KKK before, and they believe that, seems like they believe black people are descendants of Cain, or something like that, and that's why they hate black people. Or something like that, I don't know, maybe. And hold on a second. Let's see what happened. Now, 417 is very interesting. And by the way, what I said, that's for the KKK about, seeing Cain as a, they believe that colored people, people with dark skin are descendants of Cain. Now, I believe that is just an excuse. I would later make a video about hatred. And, because, we're not supposed to judge anybody, especially for a ridiculous reason like the color of the skin. I mean, I just think that's a ridiculous, that's a craziest reason at all. The craziest reason to hate somebody is the color of their skin. Well, I don't really have time to go over it, but verse 7, yeah, I think it's 17. It's a very interesting scripture, because, it says that Cain knew his wife. Now the question is, where did she come from? Yeah, I don't have time for anything else. I'll post my next video tomorrow.